Have you ever wondered which kind of shopping bag is actually better for the environment? Plastic, paper, or reusable? At first glance, it seems obvious. Plastic is bad and anything else must be better. But is it really that simple? Most of us picture paper bags as eco-friendly. They look natural, feel good in the hand, and send the right message. Plastic, on the other hand, gets a bad rap, and not without reason. But if you look at the entire life cycle of a bag, how it's made, how it's used, and how it's thrown away, you'll find that things aren't always so black and white. Let's break it down together. Fun fact time. When plastic bags first came out in the 1960s, they were actually seen as a green alternative to paper bags. Why? Because they saved trees, used less water, and were cheaper to produce. Of course, no one back then imagined plastic floating through our oceans, sticking around for hundreds of years. Let's start with how each bag is made. Plastic bags are surprisingly the cheapest and most resource-efficient to produce. Each one generates about 0.7 grams of CO2. To make 1,500 of them, that's around 58 liters of water and about 763 megajoules of energy. They're light, compact, and don't take much to ship. Paper bags?
Well, they look green, but cost more to the planet. Each one emits about 2.5 grams of CO2. That's over 3 times more than plastic. They also use more water. To make 1,000 paper bags, you need over 1,000 liters of water and 2,600 megajoules of energy. And the pollution? 70% more in the air. Now, cotton totes. They feel like the best option, but come with the biggest footprint. A single tote emits around 2,700 grams of CO2. That's thousands of times more than a plastic bag. Add up to 3,000 liters of water per bag, and yeah, that's a lot. Even organic cotton needs more resources.
So, how long do you actually use these bags? Plastic bags? 1 use, maybe 2. Some people reuse them as trash liners, and that's good. But let's be honest, most end up in the trash pretty fast. Paper bags? They can be reused a few times, but they tear easily, especially when they get wet. So they don't usually last long enough to make a big difference. Now, reusable totes, the ones you toss in your trunk or hang by the door, they can be awesome if you use them a lot. To balance out their environmental cost, a cotton tote needs to be reused over 130 times. Some studies even say over 7,000 times. That's years of grocery runs with the same bag. So yes, reusable bags can be the best choice, but only if they actually get reused. What about when we're done with the bags? Plastic bags don't biodegrade. They just break into smaller pieces, microplastics, which end up everywhere, oceans, soil, even the air. But here's something surprising. If disposed of properly, plastic bags actually produce about 39% fewer emissions than paper bags at the end of their life. Paper bags can biodegrade in compost or the right conditions, but in landfills where there's no oxygen, they rot slowly and release methane, which is a powerful greenhouse gas. Yes, they're easier to recycle, but the recycling process still uses water and energy. So, what's the verdict? There's no perfect bag. Every option has trade-offs in how it's made, how it's used, and how it's thrown away. But one thing is clear. The most eco-friendly bag is the one you already own. Whether it's plastic, paper, or cloth, if it still works, use it. Use it until it breaks. And when it does, sew up that tote. Give it one more life. So now we're curious. Which kind of bag do you use most often? And why? Let us know in the comments. Your habits might inspire someone else.